You're listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
It's Switch 2 rumors time. That's right. Speculation.
Coming. Reggie, give me the Switch.
Give it to me. Nah, people are just talking about the Switch 2 again. So now, as YouTubers, we have to shill and talk about
it's
it.
Hot. It's the new topic.
Personally, I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
At some point.
I think
at some point.
We're going to get an announcement in a month, in a year.
In a certain amount of time.
Unspecified month, unspecified year, of course. And there will be a new system. I don't think it'll be called the Switch 2.
I think it'll be called the Switch 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I think it's going to be called something like Nintendo Toilet. Like some random...
The Joy-Cons go on the toilet, like they hold into the...
strap in, and then it's like... It's like the F-Zero
and, in the first game, F-Zero.
Right. F-Zero 99-2.
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Star Fox. But that's also...
Star Fox is a good one, too, yeah. Fox, we're going down! Peppy's, face appears as you, flush.
I would buy it.
Honestly, that sounds cool.
But really, though, do we think it's going to come out this year?
No.
No.
I think the most realistic leak, a rumor, whatever you call it, that I saw was that it was going to be announced and released next year. But I take that with a grain of salt because this is the 90th time the Switch Pro, the Switch 2, the Switch Boogaloo has been leaked, and here we are with nothing.
Apparently, Activision has played it at Gamescom.
There's a lot of
developers
real info now. Yeah, that developers have the test kits or whatever they're called for it. I'm
scared.
Ignore it.
Okay, no, it's just me. Okay.
It's just
Anyway. Yeah, so developers have to play it at some point to know what they're playing with, but I'm seeing rumors or leaks that it's going to be 8 inches, right?
What is it now?
So the base Switch was 6.2, the OLED 7. So
it'll be a little bigger.
Yeah, so it's
and still an OLED screen?
That we don't know. Last time I saw it was going to be LCD. Yeah, LCD. So if you launched it 2024 with an 8-inch LCD screen, that would piss me off. I wasn't a believer at first until I played Derek's OLED, and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's so much better.
It's so much better. It feels like it's always in dark when it's on LCD.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to still keep the Switch name. I think they're panicking. They don't know what to call it because they probably learned from the Wii U that they have to market it in a way.
Right, just name it a whole new thing, but explain that it's backwards compatible with everything else.
Assuming it is.
Right. It better be. I have all these Switch games. I want them to still work.
Well, you have 8 Switches, so you'll keep at least one.
I would never get rid of the Switches.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a fantastic console and library, but still, Derek, if you play with these more, I'm going to hit you. You've been playing. Every video we record, you're just shuffling.
I'm Gambit. I'm
so I'm afraid that if it's not backwards compatible, I'm going to be very hurt.
Yeah.
I'm going to be dude, come on. That's lame. It's apparently supposed to be PS4 compatible, in strength-wise, which Nintendo can work wonders with. If they can make Mario Odyssey and Smash Ultimate look as gorgeous as they do, imagine on a PlayStation. Apparently, Sakurai's working on the next Smash.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, he's not actually retired. He's still working on the games. Big... Oh my god, just so nice.
Just do Smash Ultimate 2. Or just do Smash Ultimate and just add...
Don't make a new game, just leave it the same. Add more characters, that's all I want. Keep it going. Re-release it for the new system as a complete version, and then do more DLC. There's your answer.
Yeah, honestly, they could do that.
It's so nice.
Because they make a new Smash game, they have to talk to all these people again.
Make all these deals, put characters we don't want in the game, leave out characters we did like. I mean, come on.
What, Lego representation? Lego character?
That would be cool. Lego William Ferrell for his new movie that he just announced. That's all
Did he?
set in Legos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a biopic of his life, but as a Lego piece.
Huh.
Yeah.
What about Lego Batman? How about that?
That would be so
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be cool. But that's where Smash speculation. For Switch
Right.
2, though, yeah, like, I think it. So the base Switch will release at $300. Apparently, with inflation, it would cost $375 today. With that, yeah, I know. OLED's $350, right? That's the standard price for OLED.
$350.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say a Switch 2 is gonna be like $450. Sadly, that's like
they'll probably like bloat it up. It sucks.
Especially if it's an LCD screen.
Yeah. Especially if it's like a downgrade in some stuff, but an upgrade in others. I feel like they'd. I don't know. I feel like they'd screw us like that.
Also, there's also room. Well, there's theory going around, and this in this article, but I've said this from the beginning that apparently Metroid Prime 4 could be a cross-gen Switch 2 launch title.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying it's going to be a launch title. That's like my firm belief at this point. That
Right.
it's like either they're done with it after the reset, or they're just like doing bug fixing and like just
It's gonna
optimizing
just
it.
release
Right,
one day.
yeah, it's going to release, but on the
Yeah,
Switch
because
2.
their release schedule for this year, I saw a picture of it the other day. I don't know if I saved it.
There's just like
Let me
there's
look.
Peach, there's
It's
Mario.
Peach, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, and I want to say they just put Metroid Prime 4 on there. Oh my god.
No, they didn't put Metroid Prime 4 on there, did they? No, don't
Nintendo
lie to these people.
release Schedule 2024.
Anyway,
While I'm looking this
yeah,
up,
while you're looking that up, I'm trying to think if they're gonna add amiibo support. I feel like they're just done with amiibos. They haven't made they're not really making new amiibos, right?
There's like Xenoblade had 2 new amiibos that came out.
Splatoon
and
3.
Splatoon. And then Sora's the last Smash one, so...
Right, but like,
It's
which is
awesome.
weird because amiibos are awesome. They just for some reason fumbled super hard and refused to like apply them to their games.
Yeah, I mean, the Switch, like, could use them. It wasn't like the hardware was stopping anybody or whatever, so...
Right. I'm not saying you have to use all of the amiibos, but like, I don't know, man. What if maybe for like Kirby, if you use like a Kirby amiibo, you got like an exclusive color for like Forgotten Lands, you know? Like, you could just do simple stuff like that.
Right.
Like I don't know.
I'll never find it. But it was, there was 4 games they showed. It was those 3, and then another one. I don't remember what, but...
Yeah, I remember that. I just don't know what it was.
Let me see if, like...
Paper Mario. What about Paper Mario?
Paper Mario is on that
Oh,
list,
okay,
I think.
so Paper Mario.
Yeah, it's
okay.
here it is. It's Mario, Donkey Kong, Princess Peach, Luigi's Mansion 2, and Paper Mario, which is on Nintendo's official website. So,
right. But what's the release date for it?
Peach is March, Donkey Kong's February, and then the other 2, Luigi's summer, and Paper Mario's just this year.
I'm surprised. Their summer would include October, right?
No,
it's
June, July, August, September. I think is their summer.
Oh, really?
Or it just might be June, July, August.
Because you think they just release Luigi's Mansion 2 HD in October?
Right.
That's, like, wouldn't that just be like the October bet?
I don't think it's Nintendo working on it. It's the company that makes Luigi Mansion is working on it.
I get that.
So they might add more stuff to it. So it depends on them, I guess. I have a feeling they could push it back and be like, oh, October.
Right, that's just like a holiday, and a Halloween release.
A lot of people are saying because of this, too, we're going to get like a direct soon.
I can see that.
At least for just like game releases. Which makes sense. I mean, when was the last direct? February should be the time for the direct because that's the beginning of the fiscal year for these companies. So it would be a good time for it.
Right, but again, but when would they talk about Switch 2?
It would be later in the year. It depends what they have to announce this year. The rumors right now are like a new Donkey Kong game.
Really?
There was a leak. Did you send it to me?
I don't think so.
I think I just saw it on Twitter. Pokemon Day.
Oh,
which is coming up.
I saw a stupid 4chan post that was just stupid and pissed me off about They're like, oh, there's another mythical coming. It's gonna another epilogue. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, no, that was stupid. There's a picture.
That's a size comparison.
That's a size
right.
comparison. Oh yeah, these guys tweeted it too. Yeah, so there's apparently another new mythical Pokemon coming, which we'll announce at the thing.
But I don't think it's gonna be like an epilogue level thing. I think it's just gonna be like a distribution.
Yeah,
like
I don't think it's gonna be like a thing.
With Zaruba, is that his name?
Zarude.
Zarude. Yeah. Oh yeah, the monkey. Zarude, the monkey dude. Yeah, like I think it'll just be a movie tie-in. They always have a mythical movie tie-in for every generation, don't they? Right? I mean, like Deontay / Valcorona.
We didn't get any movies though last generation.
For Galar, yeah.
Galar, so. But there was also no distribution for Galar, right? All the Pokemon were in the game.
I mean, they give like shiny versions as distribution, but
right, but like no like mythicals given away, right?
Nope.
Because Calyrex was DLC.
Yeah, Urshifu DLC.
Urshifu was DLC. Everybody was in the game.
Yeah, they're all DLC. So, yeah,
which was really weird, but there's apparently a bunch of stuff that they're gonna announce at the Pokemon Day next month, which is in February.
We do our speculation on that.
Yeah, that could be like a whole other thing. But
for Switch 2, though, I don't think it's having to be able to support or NFC readers. I guess I just don't. But if it's backwards compatible, then
it will.
It will.
I also feel like it's not hard to add it because it's on the joystick for the Switch.
Yeah,
for the one.
It's on joystick.
So that should be fine. I want no stick drift. That issue better be fixed because also I haven't heard of that issue in so long. Right. So I think they fixed it on the back end and nobody just says it anymore. Or
the new controller schemes now, not on the Switch, but it's they use magnets and stuff like that on the other side. So that's why I can't have stick drifts the Steam Deck. But yeah, that'd be quite the bummer. Since it's gonna be, assuming it's bigger, I don't think these Joy-Cons are gonna be backwards compatible with it. Right? Because if it's...
They might have a way to do it, because they did it with the Wii U for the Wii, right?
But this completely depends on the Switch, the size of the console.
Oh, right. True.
Right.
If it's bigger, then...
I mean, unless the edges are angled...
Right.
Then they could size it appropriately, so it could work. I mean, but...
Otherwise, the screen will, just hang off of the Joy-Cons.
But we're also assuming that it's not going to be a new gimmick, because every Nintendo console is a new gimmick. Literally. Yeah, right. It's I don't know where they go from this.
We're assuming this is, a Switch 2, actually, a sequel system, and not just, something completely new. But I feel like Nintendo has, a gold mine here with this, hybrid portable at-home system, so keep it that way. It's just finding intuitive ways to do it now. I kind of hope the dock does something.
I hope that the Joy-Cons are magnetic. I hope that instead of a rail system, it's a magnet system, but then still a way to lock it.
Right.
Because that way, there's got to be a way to be able to lock it.
Right, to attach it without this rail system.
Right, but then I guess the only issue with that would be that the controls would still be considered wireless. Are they considered wireless when you put them in? Do the rails? I don't think the rails.
They attach them. That's the click sound when you attach them. I think,
but I don't think they're actually physically
wireless.
I think once it connects, it has a protocol to immediately connect into the Switch.
Right.
Versus if it was a USB mode, an actual USB, it would, I guess, say it. I don't know, but yeah, it's I would like for Joy-Cons to be backwards compatible. Because, again, I don't know... Let's be real for a second. HD Rumble was kind of a flop. No one cares about HD Rumble.
It's cool when it worked,
right?
And that was it.
If it was going to work, they would have done it in in WarioWare games.
Right.
But they don't. So, I think they're going to drop HD Rumble. No one cares about HD Rumble, right? Let's see. You can use the tablet.
Oh, I thought you had something up there. I was just looking it up on Twitter. I was trying to remember what other games they had. Yeah, it was Donkey Kong, the Metroid Prime 2 remaster is another rumored one, and then a new Fire Emblem, I guess, which they're making them too often now almost. Now that Three Houses did really good, but
right.
I don't know. Yeah, most of this is the same.
Like, again, I just want to be... My hope is that even when it's undocked, it's 1080p 60. So when it comes to portability, when you plug into power, because it has constant electricity going to it, that enables it to run better frames and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm hoping that with a more powerful Switch, they would be able to just still keep a 1080p screen at least. I don't know if they can change anything about the frames without like a power going into it.
Right.
Also, they better keep the kickstand from OLED.
Apparently LED or
that'd be stupid. That
right.
just pissed me off. But like, they better keep the kickstand from the OLED because the base Switch kickstand was just ass.
Oh, it was garbage. It broke on everything.
Yeah, broke on everything.
Just keep it the same. Yeah.
Right. That was like the actual upgrade in every kickstand needs. None of this flimsy crap.
Right.
I assume the dock would have. Let's see. I
want more USB ports on the dock. I don't use too many.
4?
I think there's 3. There's 2 on the side and 1 on the back.
On the back, HDMI. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I want that, but I really want docks to be backwards compatible. That's kind of big for me.
That too, yeah.
Being able to plug, because the dock is really just a charging port. So
it's just a Type-C, yeah. So as long as it's not thicker, it should be fine. It can be wider.
It has a little bit of wiggle room, like a little bit.
Right.
Right. But yeah, I guess they're working within the confines of, because they want to keep it thin. They don't want to make they probably desperately don't want to make it any thicker. I mean, I've never really had trouble with the battery life.
No, honestly, the battery life usually lasts pretty long.
Right. Or at least on the new like OLED and the
V2 systems.
Yeah, because they replace the batteries. They're like, yeah, these are
yeah.
I don't know how much more they can advance on the Joy-Cons. Again, other than like a magnet system.
I mean, they're pretty good controllers. I mean, maybe making them a little bigger for like people with bigger hands, but
well, like but how many people actually use it sideways?
You know? Oh, like never.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
right,
no,
right.
but like just the Joy-Cons themselves.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Kind of cluster, or like they're tighter for people with bigger hands.
I do not like holding the Switch anymore without grips, without like without grips on it, which we should get sponsored for, by the way. Someone sponsor us. Like, what are they called?
The Comfort Grips.
Comfort Grips, yeah. I want sponsorship there. Also, you know what I want? I want the D-pad to be actually a D-pad, not 4 individual buttons. I don't like that.
Not buttons, yeah.
It makes it very annoying on for fighting games.
Right.
That's super annoying. Oh my god, this is like a huge must. It has to have better UI. The UI is just so terrible.
Oh yeah, did you see that leak of the like beta version of the UI for the Switch?
I thought it was a mock-up.
Is it a mock-up of it?
I thought it was just a mock-up, not like a.
Oh, I thought it was like a real thing.
No, I also, by the way, I saw this going around where like people are claiming it's gonna have like they're gonna do like a DS style.
Yes, I don't see the point.
I don't. I
think the 3DS unfortunately is just like dead. Like those if they're gonna do a hybrid system forever, then yeah, those handhelds like that are dead.
Two screens at this kind of quality, no way.
Right.
The only reason it worked with the DS because it was like 360p.
Right. They were nothing. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, people are rumoring that it's gonna be like a clamshell where it's you can flip and stuff like that. I'll eat a sock before that happens. Right. I just don't.
Oh, here's the that 4chan.
I think that's the Pokemon one, right?
Is it just Pokemon?
Yeah, it's just
okay.
I don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I mean, obviously it can be more powerful, like PS4 level. That's what we're speculating here. Right.
I kind of hope it's still cartridges. I like the I like the little cases.
I really don't think they're gonna go all digital. I don't think
Nintendo. I don't think would ever go all digital.
They can't go disc because like it'd be too easy to scratch with constant movement.
Right.
Like even on like the PSP, you like weren't supposed to like move it all the time while it's playing a disc.
Right. While I had it in there. Yeah. Right.
And it can't go all digital unless they plan giving like a terabyte hard drive or hard drive.
Right.
But like realistically, having just the SD card and
right, the SD card expansion is like one thing Nintendo just nailed.
They knocked out of the park.
Right. Like I think I have a think I have a terabyte SD card in there or something. Really? And like I'll never run out of space with that.
Because with Nintendo games, you're not going to play competitive. You don't need everything on SSD.
Right.
You know, like even the internal storage, like I guess is technically the fastest way by like barely seconds.
Right.
You know, so it's but yeah, they knocked that part of the micro SD, so they're definitely going to bring that back. So like the question is, will they bring back cartridges? Well, not even will. It's more like, will it be backwards compatible? Right. Basically, is it going to be like the same cartridge?
That's like, or that's my hope. I mean, I would love to have another system that I could play all these Switch games on, but
right.
I also get why they wouldn't, I guess.
Because the thing for Nintendo, right, is if financially, if they don't allow you to, then like
all this Switch stuff is like dead.
Well, it let them be able to do remakes.
Oh, true.
You know,
I guess.
I don't think there's really anything more rumor-wise. I think we're just saying. But yeah, like I just don't like financially. It makes more sense. It just looked really bad. But like, unless they just upgraded cartridges in some amazing way where it's cheaper to manufacture, but also holds more storage on them. Because I think they only hold 32 gigs of storage, right? Like of memory that
something like that. I think the only one that like doesn't fully fit on that's a Nintendo game is Breath of the Wild.
Really? It didn't fully fit on
it? Tears of the Kingdom, I think.
Really?
I think Breath of the Wild was only because of the DLC afterwards too.
Well, it's DLC,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's only like 32 gigs. So if they could like up that somehow, like just mask a micro SD card to look like a cartridge.
Let's see. Card converter capacity 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay, so the cap. Oh wait, what? Or is it through the years?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe through the years. Can we like when I put Nintendo Switch cartridge? You'd think. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. The card. Oh no. I guess okay. So I guess they try and fit the needs of developers.
Oh, interesting.
Huh. Oh, 64 gigs were planned to be introduced in the second half of 2018, but due to unspecified circumstances, Nintendo delayed the launch of this variant to 2019, and then delayed it again to 2020.
Oh, so they've been upgrading them as they've gone along.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so that's cool that they like are working on it.
Yeah. So they
honestly
exist.
64 gigs would probably be enough forever for Nintendo. It's probably for like their third party guys like they need bigger, obviously, like Doom and Skyrim and games like that, I guess. But
right. And then Activision has tested out apparently the Switch too, because they literally made a promise that Call of Duty games would come to.
They're like
they
actually
trying.
Yeah,
I think they legally have to. I think that's part of like a condition,
right?
Which I guess at PS4 levels, it can be done. You just have to really lower the graph. I don't know. They're still coming out on PS4 and Xbox One, right?
No, I think this one is the last one, Modern Warfare 3. Right?
Oh, really?
I don't think it came out on those systems.
I don't know. No, it did, because I got the cross-gen version, which is just...
Oh,
and okay. I think I tweeted out about how pissed off I am about how I get screwed on getting a $70 version of the game when I don't need it. Like, give me the next version for $60.
Right.
But no, obviously that doesn't exist, because screw me, right? Well, so if 64 gigabyte exists, then they don't really need to come out with a new cartridge, right? I mean...
No, I mean, that's fine. That's all they need.
Right. I mean, you're not playing well, I mean, you kind of are now.
But right, it's not their problem.
Yeah, exactly. Like... At that point, I Call of Duty, if they put their game on the Switch, they'd be like, it's all digital. I don't think they'd come out with the physical.
Right.
You know,
right.
Here's 3 cartridges. This is for the campaign. Multiplayer's not doing
Warzone. There you go.
That actually kind of worked, though.
That's why I was saying about like Ty and other games before, too, is like, even if you have it as like 2 cartridges in a case, if the game's too big, like that would be cool. So,
but I don't, I'm going to look it up right now, but like, what is the cost of Switch cartridges?
A lot of these companies too, like Nintendo's not asking like Activision to be on their system. Like I'm sure it'll help, but like Activision looks at Nintendo and is like, "Wow, you have like the best-selling console of this generation and almost all time." So they're like, "We need to be on your system to like triple our sales, basically." So
Yeah, but if you buy Call of Duty on a Nintendo, I mean,
like kids will because that's all they have, right?
Fair.
It's like,
Right,
oh,
right.
I
As
only
long as-
have a
right.
Switch, so I'm gonna play Call of Duty on my Switch.
but at that point, I don't think it would have crossplay. I think you just keep it on the.
Oh, you just you keep the kids over there and that's it.
So I mean, this is from a Reddit post, but physical storage for games is sold bundled up with a licensing cost. According to whoever, a 32 gig Switch cart costs, cartridges cost 60% more than a 50 gigabyte PS4 disc. So it was coming out something bonkers, like $22 of a $60 game was going to Nintendo. Huh.
As opposed to like 13.
Oh, this is why so many games get the 8 gigabyte cartridge and the rest is a download treatment, because apparently 8 are sold for the same price as a 50 gigabyte PS4 Blu-ray.
Oh.
Huh.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So if that's the case, yeah, for developers that makes probably the most sense.
Right.
Because, why would you want to pay more and still barely fit your game when you get forced to download on a consumer?
Right.
I mean, at this point, like, if the cost is still like that, then everyone has a micro SD card, right? It's kind of a necessity for the Switch.
It's like everything, yeah.
It would be really hard to get by with a Switch without an SD card. If you download any games digitally.
Oh, yeah. If you're strictly like digital on the Switch, which I don't see how you can be. Like, yeah, I mean, most of these games, you'd only... It depends on the game, I guess. Like, if you're only doing indie games, it'll probably hold a good amount.
Right.
I think, like, on my Switch, my internal storage, I only have, like, 3 or 4 games. The rest are all on the SD card,
right.
So
through all this, then, realistically, the Switch 2 could just not could just use the same cartridges.
Right. Just rebrand it as whatever the new system's called or whatever. But yeah, just have it as the same cartridges.
If hopefully maybe there's a way for Nintendo to lower that price for people.
Or that, yeah. Figure out how to cost effectively make these cartridges. Because like PS4 discs and like Xbox Series X discs are just Blu-ray discs. So they're kind of like, obviously they're going to be cheaper because they're like a common...
It's like a 50 gigabyte disc. I'm going off of this post.
It's like a common like thing though, right? Like Blu-ray discs are not just used for games. It's like movies,
right,
TV shows, like stuff like that. Like these Switch cartridges are specifically made for the Switch.
Yeah, so I with this information, unless Nintendo wants to be super greedy and just force people to make new cartridges, that way they can justify. Well, I was gonna say justify make new games, but that's forcing the consumer to like upgrade and not keep their Switch, because a lot of people would just like, I guess I'm trading my stuff.
Right, and get a new system.
Right,
which a lot of people do. They just kind of start from scratch and bite the bullet and whatever, so...
Yeah, so, like, it's a coin toss. It could go either way. The best case scenario is that they just keep the cartridge system they have.
Right.
And just add a bunch of other features, make it stronger for the Switch, etc. Yeah, I think that's the best case. So I just don't know if Nintendo has a hatred for backwards compatibility. I mean,
I don't think they do.
They love to market it. Like Virtual Console, the Switch Online.
True, of recent years, yeah.
Right. Which,
because like the Wii was with GameCube, Wii U was with Wii, and then, they went back to cartridge, so like it's understandable for the Switch, but Virtual Console just like is not Virtual Console anymore. It's this Switch Online garbage.
The story goes is like apparently they had one super genius on like the emulation for Virtual Console.
And they left or something.
Yeah, they like left from a dispute, and like ever since they just could not get it to the level that they would like it to be.
Yeah.
That's why we get like these weird, terrible ports. I'm not sure if this is a hot take, but I think at this point when they're gonna announce the Switch 2 and they're gonna say, oh, Switch GameCube Switch Online. Or part of the Switch, Nintendo, whatever.
Right, online thing.
Yes, yeah. Nintendo Online, only for the Switch 2.
Probably.
I think that's the only course. I don't think current Switch is going to be... Because once you get to GameCube, now you're going to start worrying about, like, actual downloads. Like old Game Boy Advance, etc. really small, like megabytes. None of them pass the gig, right?
Right.
Versus,
These are like hundreds of megabytes now. We're getting into
right.
for
Like even those cute, GameCube discs, they still hold. I think 8 gigabytes.
I don't even think it was a gig.
Oh,
I think
really?
it was megabytes still.
No way.
For the GameCube discs. Or actually, no. You know what? I think it is something ridiculous that at the time when I saw it, I was like, wow, that holds that much.
Yeah, because they're super small, which is stupid, but... oh my
1.46
god!
gigs.
What?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Which is, for the time, though, was like still like a ton. But like obviously,
I don't know.
I don't think a lot of that was optimized for those games.
I think it pissed off a lot of developers because comparative to like the Xbox and the PS.
Oh well, Nintendo's always been behind. But I think the biggest game was Twilight Princess.
That was like less than 2 gigs.
That didn't require like a Nintendo exclusive game. Biggest Nintendo exclusive
on GameCube.
On GameCube.
Yeah, because there's
by size.
Yeah.
By disc size. I
Yeah.
think it was Twilight Princess.
That's I actually.
Sunshine was the biggest.
Really?
Biggest single disc game at 1.3 gigs. Biggest multi-disc game was Bait and Kados, which had 2 discs.
I didn't know GameCube games had multiple discs.
Yeah, I think Bait and Kados,
Never heard of it.
Phantasy Star Online, and I think that was it. I think those were the only multi-disc games, but there was a couple. They were like really obscure JRPGs.
Right, but okay, so even at a gigabyte, let's say for conversation purposes, a gigabyte cap, right? For
Right.
GameCube games, that adds up. Like when you when you have the Switch Online games, I think it goes to your internal storage when the app updates. It updates with all the games that they include, but they're only megabytes. So like,
right, so it's not
it's
giant.
it's like
that
trickling
whole
in.
app is probably a gig with
right.
NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and Game Boy Color Advance, whatever's on there. It's probably a gig at this point.
Right, but once you get into GameCube, it's like
right now we're like gigs and gigs of games
at 64 gigabytes, like for base storage on a Switch, you could get by.
It's still
like,
fine.
Yeah, you can still do it, but I still, that's why my belief is that Switch 2 that's when they're going to introduce GameCube. That's like my full belief. I think they could probably get away with up to maybe Wii U, maybe. But I don't know
it gets hard when you get to Wii, though. Well, no, the Joy-Cons have motion controls, but you still, there's two Joy-Cons. I guess they could remap everything, but it's still hard because you have to remap.
Because right Joy-Con could just be the Wii U and the controller left is nunchuck.
Right. Yeah, I guess they could figure it out.
They could totally figure it out. I keep knocking back. I keep tilting back. Sorry about that. So like, I don't know how far they can go with that particularly, but I think if we're at PS2 levels, then it could easily handle a Wii game. But they really need to make sure on the back end that it's, I mean, I guess just pure emulation, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
download it and let me emulate it versus whatever it is now they do for it. And also because all the games have like a delay and they're just like they stutter.
Yeah, some of them are bad.
So bad.
Right.
Like the fact that I can't play like Super Mario Bros. Like flawlessly on this thing, like
really
nauseating.
Right. It's and you can tell easily.
Yeah.
But I think with the GameCube, once they add it, I think they're gonna start doing selective download rather than bulk. Like
probably.
It's like, oh, you want to play this game? Okay, you gotta download. It's only a gig. It's like, okay,
right. That's fine. That works.
That works. But that was mostly my hot take. That's when they're gonna introduce the GameCube Switch Online. Right. I don't think they're gonna stop this Switch Online.
No, I don't think we'll ever get Virtual Console again, because I think they have a nice like flow now. Right. Where it's like, okay, we put stuff on Virtual Consoles, and the big ticket stuff we just remake.
Right. Like,
because we didn't get Super Mario RPG on, or we didn't get Mario RPG on Switch Online, did we?
I don't think so.
So like that was never there.
Did we get Mario 64 though?
No, I don't think we did, because it was in the Mario 3D
that's why
All-Stars collection. What other games have they like remade? Like obviously like the Pokemon games, they'll never put those on there. because like they've remade all of them. I mean, they may put like
Well, they put Stadium. They put Stadium.
they
2.
put Stadium and Stadium 2, but like red, blue, and yellow, like they never put that on there, or gold and silver with the Game Boy games.
Did they? I thought they put red and blue. I could easily be wrong on that. I thought
they put
did.
like Oracle of Seasons, but like, and then they did Link's Awakening DX, but after the remake was already out. I'm trying to think what else. Did they put Ocarina of Time on there, right?
Yeah.
The N64 one?
Mm-hmm.
What else have they remade? Like, remade. That, like, was that old, I guess.
I thought it was only the Mario collection.
I guess it was, yeah. Just the Mario
'Cause the other
collection and
stuff
Mario RPG.
Because the remakes we think about is on the DS or the 3DS, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, which they.
Oh, they added the Pokemon trading card game on there.
Yeah! Woo! All right. Yeah, they just have, let's see here. Pokemon trading card.
Snap 1, but
Stadium
they made
Snap.
like a sequel with that. That's fine.
And then
And Puzzle League.
Woo. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they have like a nice method of it now where it's like put stuff on the online stuff we want to, but the big stuff we like completely remake now, which is cool. So I don't know. I feel like they just will never go back to like virtual console the way we think of it.
Right.
Which like is fine, I guess. They get more out of the subscription.
Right.
So.
And we get online.
Right.
But which, by the way, better online. Need it. Give it.
That's like a netcode thing. Yeah, that you have to pay your idiots that are working at HQ that are coding that. Like, they need to fix that. So.
And like Rise got backwards or rollback netcode. Like, give that to everything. You know, get better online. I feel like that's a needed at all times.
Yeah.
I think that's really.
That's pretty much all the big points of it.
Like I just want better D-pad for the Joy-Cons. I really don't care about the social features like posting to like social media from the Switch. You know,
It's useless.
I think it's useless. I mean,
Make
I think
apps work on there. That might be a big thing, not for like us, but like other people. Like getting like Twitch to actually work on there. And,
they'll
like,
never
Netflix and Hulu.
Oh,
and
you mean the
those
watch?
things. Yeah.
Well, Hulu's on there.
Hulu's on
not
there.
bad.
Twitch they took off because it couldn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's gone off the Switch now.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure.
But is that why? Are you sure that's why?
I think it is. I think they couldn't figure out why it wouldn't like work.
I just assumed it was licensing. Why was Twitch removed from Switch? Like Hulu, I mean, it's slow. It just sucks. Oh, the app had a lot of issues on launch with user complaints lasting well in 2023. There are a variety of functions that you couldn't use on the app, including accessing the chat, broadcasting your streams, or subscribing to creators. It was just a huge mess. Yeah, I mean, being able to watch, but how are you going to use chat on a console?
That's stupid. I mean, like you can on
Really?
PlayStation or Xbox, but like at the
I
same
was
time,
stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're watching Twitch, just watch it on your phone
Do you think they're going to add
or like interacting with
a
Twitch,
built-in
I should say.
mic? Steam Deck has that. I don't know why.
Might. I was gonna. It's like a useless feature. It's for like people who don't own a headset, I guess. But
Well, they don't be. I mean, they still expect people to use the stupid app, right? To connect to their phone, to connect to the Switch.
for Nintendo licensed games, yes, which is stupid. For any other game, you can plug in a headset and just work, but it has to be in handheld mode because that's where the headphone jack is on the system. Unless they do have a couple of Bluetooth headsets that work, I guess, with it, but I don't know. There's also just like no voice chat in most games anyway for Nintendo, or like if there is, nobody's talking in it, right? So
right, yeah. So I guess if there was a built-in mic, it would have to be on the top.
Right.
But if you're just gonna yell loud,
or yeah, and you're only gonna use it in handheld mode if it has that. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, better online. I get Joy-Cons. I mean, maybe just. I feel like they just use the exact same Joy-Cons as better D-pads.
Right.
Don't care about social features. The screenshot and the flashback recording is nice.
it's nice to have.
Look, I just want a better way to transfer it to my phone. The way they have it just sucks. It's like, connect to this Wi-Fi service by scanning on your phone. Okay, now connect. Now watch. Now scan this QR code.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. It's if it's on the Wi-Fi service, it should be able to detect it that way. Not,
Right.
like, set up a special link.
Yeah, but like there's like a app
Or
called,
just
like,
have it in the Nintendo Online app like PlayStation and Sony have.
What do you mean?
Your screenshots and replays on PlayStation and Sony are in your Xbox and PlayStation app on your phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or you can like take them and back them up there.
Right.
It depends on whatever setting you have, but they could just do that.
You know, not that would ever really happen again, but I really want Miiverse to come back.
Street Pass and stuff was so much fun.
Like
People still do it in Japan.
Really?
They bring their 3DS everywhere. There's this guy I was reading about that I think it was Iwata, like visited their HQ one day and he got his Street Pass.
Really?
And apparently it like he's just like, I'll never get rid of it. Like my 3DS is like literally worth millions now.
I could see that.
For his
I
like,
could.
Street
Yeah,
Pass.
I could totally see that. The only reason they probably never do it is because they have to make the Switch itself touchscreen to like draw on it, and if it's only one screen, you're not.
It is touchscreen, isn't it? It just doesn't support stylus.
No, that's what I mean. It's
yeah.
wearing a stylus. Because like you're just scratch up that screen versus like the touchscreen on DS is always like scratched up,
right?
But like, God, those were good times.
It was so fun.
The Miiverse,
the Miiverse stage in Smash Brothers 4.
Dad, if you see this,
so
call me. And those artists were like, they got talented.
Oh, they were like actual, like big brain artists.
I mean, the only way they could like circumvent that is by maybe it would suck, but using the pointer on like a Joy-Con as like the stylus to draw.
Oh, true,
you know, but like obviously it'd be shaky and stuff like that.
Right. It wouldn't be as precise as like a stylus.
But you know what? This is like maybe my final thoughts on it. I want a theme for the home screen. So like the Wii and the Wii U had like the Mead Plaza and stuff like that. Had the great music and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, I love that. That was so fun. It was just
they
like
should bring back themes for like the screens, like the PS4 and Xbox. I don't know if the Xbox One ever had them, but the PS4 used to have like themes. They all got rid of them.
The new generation of Xbox has it. And it's really good. It's like dynamic. It has like motion to it.
Oh, does it? That's
cool. Yeah, and they're all free. It doesn't matter the game. It's just but it looks so good. But how does a Switch not have that kind of stuff?
Right, like that's the
like you want black
stuff.
or white.
Right.
I want a game.
I want Pokemon. I want Pikmin. I want anything you own that you can easily make this JPEG of for me to make me happy.
And I really want to know why the UI sucks so hard. Like, why can't I don't know.
Right. The system just runs
horribly in portable.
Just like trying to load a game or go on the store.
Going on the store in portable is impossible.
eShop, Nintendo.
I don't know if it's the eShop, but like in portable, it's undoable. It's just like, oh my god, it's a nightmare. On like it's better in like plugged in form, but not by a lot. Not by a lot.
No.
Yeah. So like, I guess rumor wise, I hope it's bigger. You know, like
bigger screen's nice.
Yeah, but
I have no complaints about the OLED size. So like anything.
I'd actually be fine with this if the size like.
I was gonna say I don't want it too big. Honestly, the size it is now, like 8-inch, I probably wouldn't notice a difference. But if you get too big, I'm gonna start to notice a difference. Like our tablet we have here, like this is too big. I never want it this size.
I don't think they can. The problem is they probably want to make it bigger to fit more internally, like a bigger card or like better heat.
That too, yeah.
So like, but they also know, like, I think the real issue is they don't want to make it wider. You know, that too thick. Especially for the
Which
Joy-Con.
They should be able to do. This tablet can run games at 1080p, 60 frames. If this can do it, the Switch should have no problem.
Yeah, but you gotta consider they have to make it like basically as thick as the Joy-Con for it to be
right.
You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like this is probably no thicker than the Switch. So
right. But you know, this also has like internet browsing and stuff like that, which they removed off the Switch. It was on the Wii U and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't care about. I don't know what maniac would use internet browsing on.
Yeah. The other systems like hide it. Like PlayStation and Xbox have it, but like
Xbox has it for Bing for like Edge, but like why would you
ever use that? And Sony's pops up if you like somehow click a link.
Oh really?
Yeah, it'll pop up with a web browser, and it's like, the hell is this?
So yeah, like, you know what? I guess at this point,
Honestly, I want backwards compatibility.
right.
I want
like just keep the cartridges basically.
right.
Yeah.
Give me a way to play my normal Switch games on there.
Right.
OLED.
OLED.
OLED screen. I don't want LCD. Don't make me go back.
Right.
I can't go back.
I can't go back.
Give me also. This was like a big complaint for me for the Switch. Give me a banger like launch titles.
You didn't like 1-2 Switch?
No. I played Snipper Clips and beat that fully, and then Breath of the Wild for literally a year.
Yeah.
And nothing else came out until Mario Odyssey, literally like in October of that year.
Right.
So
yeah.
I mean, like that's what baffles me is like when people were always like, I've never beaten Breath of the Wild or played it, but I've had a Switch since day one, and I was like, what the hell did you do? Because like that was all you could play.
Right.
It was literally like FIFA, NBA, Snipper Clips, Breath of the Wild, and then this GameStop published game called like it was like Rogue Nations or something. It was some roguelike game that wasn't bad, but like nobody bought it.
Right. For launch lineup, I would want. Well, I assume Metroid Prime's going to be in the one spot.
I assume Metroid's going to be the big game.
I'm praying that Mario Maker 3 is a launch lineup. That would be sweet.
Please. I just want it. I miss Mario Maker. Maybe we just play Mario Maker tonight.
It's not going to be Zelda, obvious. Unfortunately, like
I mean,
unless
maybe
it's a remake.
the HD ports coming from the Wii U.
Come on, he's a believer.
My dream that one day I could play Wind Waker not on the game.
I've been seeing actually hate for Wind Waker Remastered, or because they're saying like the bloom is too high and it ruins like the original feel of the game. And I'm like,
I never felt that once in my life, so those people are actually wrong. Your opinions are always valid unless they're wrong, and that's just wrong.
Right.
There were also people when that came out that were like, "Oh, the fast sale's cheating. Like, it's not like the original game." It's like you enjoyed boating around for 90 hours more than we needed. Okay.
Yeah, like you could do, just not. Well, wait.
Just plug in your GameCube and play it.
Was it only the fast sale, or did they have the normal sale too? I don't remember.
No, I think it was
just
the fast sale.
I thought that was.
I don't remember, but.
Well, but don't worry. They dropped the Triforce piece hunting mostly. You know the
oh my god! Yeah, you guys upset about that.
Yeah, they do need a banger lineup.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's backwards compatible, right?
Right. If it's backwards compatible, then I don't care. That was the problem with the Switch. Was we were literally landlocked with those 5 games at launch, and that was
actually it. Okay. Like in a perfect scenario for like a launch, they do trail like, oh, these games are getting a next gen upgrade, and it's like Smash Ultimate. Although I don't know really what more they give us like a free character, another character.
Right, one more. Just hey, here's Gino or Waluigi, or like both of them, right? Like what we want, right?
Yeah.
Like it was really rude of Nintendo to be like, yeah, Sakurai's leaving. This is probably the last Smash game ever. We're not giving you what you want.
Dude, we got him as a trophy.
Yeah, I mean, we got like the Mii costume as Gino, and then Waluigi's just stuck as a assist trophy. So
so like I want like a trailer like next gen upgraded games, and it's like Smash Ultimate with like some cool new DLC.
If you're not going to give us Mario Maker 3, Mario Maker 2, I want
with an update.
With an update, yeah,
with an update.
Right. If these games are like the next gen versions, give me more.
Give us like the Wonder update, which would be pretty wild. Some Zelda remake, I guess. Well, or HD remaster or something. You know what? Give me a remake of Minish Cap. But it's Capcom.
Is
so
Minish Cap on?
Yes.
The online.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm trying to think. Is there any other Zelda? Actually, no. Do it. I mean, not that we'd ever get it, but like do a bundle upgrade of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so they run better. So it's
so
it's just
like an up next gen patch.
Yeah,
for them.
Yeah, exactly. Like how about patches, not like a pay for upgrade.
Right, like an actual don't HD version me and then make me buy the game again.
Basically, just give us
because I will, but I'm gonna be mad about it.
Just give us a couple Nintendo games that get a next gen upgrade.
Right.
Maybe
Give me stuff to play.
some indie games that are like, hey, we're getting like a next gen patch too, and it's like just these indie games that would just like not run great because it's on the Switch.
Hell, if you're gonna do Mario Kart, everybody in the world at this point owns Mario Kart for the Switch. It's like the best-selling game.
Could you imagine
ever
if they did? Well, let's be real.
And then never made Mario Kart 10 still or whatever.
They're gonna skip Mario Kart 9. I think I full-heartedly believe they're not gonna.
No, 9 was the mobile game.
That's right. Yeah,
9 was the mobile game.
Yeah.
So everybody except that. And then the next Mario Kart is Mario Kart X.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
X.
probably X.
Mario Kart Extreme,
where it's railroads,
right? Where it's planes, buildings, and you're like,
yeah.
Wow.
But seriously, a Mario Kart 10 launch title would be like the end of the world.
I honestly, like, they would just win that generation again. Be like, da, 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 da. They just like come out and they just like Mario Kart 10, and that's it. They just like leave.
So like Mario Kart, like give us a
So the Zelda, I like the Zelda upgrades. I like Smash with another character.
Like, it don't have, like, just next gen upgrade with a free character. I don't know. Or even say, like,
something.
hey, we love you guys. Here's more Smash character announcement.
Or just be like, oh, guess what? Fighter Pass 3, and then, like... Sakurai, like, goes to the desk, and they, like, chain him up again. Just like, our work's not done.
Everybody is here again trailer, just with the DLC characters.
I will never feel the same joy that was produced from that trailer ever again, because like I want to do that tonight. We've talked about it before, reacting to that trailer because it's been so long that I feel like it would just like hit hard again. But the Zelda upgrades, Smash upgrade with new character, Mario Maker 2 update if we're not getting Mario Maker 3 with like an actual new update, Metroid Prime 4 I feel like is a given at this point. That's the launch for it.
Right.
And if it's not the launch, I don't know what is at that point, right? It could be Mario Kart 10.
Mm-hmm. ARMS 2?
1, 2, 3 Switch? League of Legends ported to the Switch? That's like my wonder. Like where nothing Pokemon, honestly. I don't know. I feel like Pokemon is
No, hold on. What if it was
update for Scarlet and
Violet? Well, there, come on. Let's be real.
I'd rather Sword and Shield, honestly. I want an update for that so I could go back to Dynamax Dungeons.
If they did this, it would also just be explosive. The Gen 5 remake, but as a launch title. That would be like...
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not a big Gen 5 fan by any stretch of the imagination.
But
it would sell unrealistically.
Yeah, like Nintendo could come out with this system and just blow their whole load. like Prime 4, if they could do Mario Kart, they could do the Gen 5 remakes. They're just like Mario Maker 3. If the Smash thing that like really hypes me up that they could actually do that.
They totally could.
Right.
They could just throw Pokemon characters in. Like they have so many options and they just like, no, we're done. Why?
Yeah, we're not doing it anymore.
Why though?
We hate the free money. We want to suffer with games like...
I mean, you were mentioning that Donkey Kong rumor. I never heard of that, but
apparently that's the rumor for this year. It's Donkey Kong's limelight year, and I feel like people are just in denial about that. Right. Kirby got some love, last year with the Return to Dreamland remake. Right?
No. Last year was Forgotten Land.
One of them. Kirby got a game last year. Zelda got a game last year. Mario got a game last year.
Well, they literally said they want a Zelda game every year. They've said that. So
but I guess all the big hitters got one, and Donkey Kong's still lost in the past somewhere.
Look, what if instead of those we got a Bidoof solo adventure? Like it's like Detective Bidoof.
I want a game based off
Detective Bidoof, Derek.
No, I want a game based off that animated short they did. Where it was like
Bidoof
training
Big
up.
Day?
Yeah. I want the video game.
Oh my god.
The MMORPG where we're all Bidoofs.
Yeah, that would be like that would break the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I mean, the nice thing about Nintendo, right, is no matter what they announce, it will surprise me and probably make me buy the system anyway. Oh, I mean, I'll buy the system anyway. It's Nintendo, right? There's nothing they could announce that would be like I would be like, oh, This is terrible. I don't want this.
It's very like they have to have at least one. Like they had like one. You know, Breath of the Wild.
The new Monster Hunter. That would be another good launch title.
Is it gonna launch? We don't know that though.
Because I don't know when it's coming out. So if these rumors are true and the Switch 2 is either coming out this year or next year, that would be a good one to have as a launch title.
Right. I think the Switch will come out after that, but you know, but
it'd still be a good game to just have.
I think I could see that being a launch title. I think Switch has Switch 2 has a very good like way to have a launch lineup in terms of like third parties coming in.
If it's as powerful as they're trying to do now, and you know, I mean, even if they came out and they were like, our big thing is like Call of Duty's a launch title, and like here's like Modern Warfare 4, right? Like that would sell though. Like that's what people would want.
But when it comes down to it, if we're only gonna get one launch title, like one exclusive launch title,
Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4, right. You know, Mario's out of the Mario's definitely Mario and Zelda are just out of the question.
Right.
Like
their new games were this year.
Right.
Well, I mean, like there's always a 3D Mario game working.
Yeah.
Coexisting with the 2D Mario. Like they're working on a 3D Mario, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, I guess that's possible. Odyssey was the last one.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Odyssey 2 they could do.
Right. Which would again be nuts.
Yeah. It's crazy because Nintendo could do like I said, they could do anything. And it would just be wild. And it would be like widely accepted and just be nuts.
And Prime 4 is probably the lowest on the list of wild things. You know, like
right. Trying to like look at games to see like anything.
I think Sakurai could poop out of Kirby game pretty fast.
He really could.
Kirby and the
Kirby
painting
and the
to
stinky butthole.
Kirby and the painting to nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, okay, thanks Sakurai.
Yeah.
You know, so while Sakurai's doing Smash, he's like, Kirby. Kirby.
It's like, I'm bored for 10 minutes. Pilot wings?
Kirby. Man, I could see that. So like, I do hope it's this year. I think now there's Switch fatigue. You know, I honestly don't see myself playing like first party Nintendo games for a while. Like I go back to Smash Ultimate. Don't get me wrong, but like,
yeah, I'll play I'll play Donkey Kong Mario vs. Donkey Kong when it comes out, but that's like a 6-hour game. Like it's a puzzle game. It's not like
right.
Peach like is intriguing, but it's weird that I don't expect much from it, but I know it's going to be like a good game.
Right.
Like I'm not hyped for it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get that one.
Thousand Year Door, like super hyped, but what the hell was that? Is that you?
No.
What just like breathed like that? Did you hear that? Dude, you didn't hear that? What was that?
What are you talking about, dude?
I think I'm losing. But yeah, like Thousand Year Door, like it's just a remake, so like that's fine.
Right. Man, Switch
I don't know, but like Pokemon's dead at this point. Like it'll be like shiny hunting, but like Scarlet and Violet has no new content coming out. We're waiting for Pokemon Day, but like
I'm very curious on that.
That's gonna be another video, I'm sure. But
yeah. I mean, I want to do a reaction, but completely depends on the time and like day it falls on.
That or
what's the day?
Like a guesstimate of it. I think it's February 24th.
We could do a predictions video if you want to.
Yeah, we'll do that. But like even like that, like what they could announce at that, my guess is Gen 5 remake. If they're gonna announce a big game that day. If not, it's a side game remake / sequel.
Right.
Like a Pokemon Snap or maybe a Pokemon Stadium would be cool, but
they'll never do that.
They'll never do that, yeah. So
February 27th. When will they know? I guess way closer. Let us know the time of the event.
Yeah, I assume they'll like tell us.
It's always like
is stuff. They do a stream that day. It's
Pokemon Cafe.
Here's the. We'll do a general prediction really quick. It's Pokemon Unite update, mobile game update, distribution for random shiny X whatever,
right? And
then our big ticket item, I guess,
right?
Which is either a new
remake,
new game, Gen 5 remake, or side game remake / sequel.
I'll be honest. My biggest hope is just. Legends Kyurem. That's the hope.
Yeah.
Legends Kyurem.
Do that for Gen 5. That would be cool.
Yeah, Legends Kyurem and That way you can bring me back to Gen 5 and also have a cool another because Arceus was really, 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 really good.
Right.
Although I want online battling. Even with like the Swift and like heavy style, right? That was what called. Even with those, it'd just be fun. I think it'd be interesting.
I still like accept that game as just like something different.
I get that, right? But I don't.
But like they could do it. I don't see why they can't, right? Like you still were like training these guys and like collecting them and whatever. Right. So they could have battles and stuff.
Right. And that's like it for Pokemon Day, right? Oh.
My biggest hope
is Pokemon
for
Sleep
the
Update.
Nintendo
Yes.
Switch 2 as a launch title, Super Mario Sluggers 2, or just remake the first game with more characters.
It's actually unbelievable that we went this entire 8 years now.
We got soccer, we got tennis, we got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for the Switch. We got Mario plunges a toilet simulator. But Mario Super Sluggers, we haven't gotten a new game since the Wii.
Tennis.
There's golf.
Golf, yeah, golf. Yeah,
we got all the other sports!
Yeah, dude, you have to. You just
If not a Switch 2 title, then that game better be out this year.
Yeah,
because
really.
This is actually absurd.
Yeah, it's getting really bad.
And like, you know what? The best part of it is Mario Strikers, whatever the new one was called, had
Super Sluggers?
Online. No, the soccer one had online lobby up with us at the same at different houses and play online. This game has to have that too.
Yeah. Okay, like I'll say it now. If whenever that game gets announced and released, we got to do like a 24-hour 3.
Oh yeah. That's when we officially announced the Goons Games and Gear Mario Super Sluggers League. People can make teams. We have like season
dude, that would be
brackets of people fighting every Sunday or whatever.
If that was a launch title for
that would be all I need.
I'd like, oh my god!
Yeah, I'd actually break.
That'd be the second time I feel joy from the actual. And then what if it was like everyone is here? Yeah.
Oh my god!
And it's like Link with the Master Sword.
He goes up with there.
Yeah,
it's just like Pit is like shooting balls out of the sky or whatever. Oh my god! Yeah.
That'd be so such cool. A golden opportunity.
Nintendo, please. There's your Smash replacement. If you're never gonna touch Smash again.
Also, with Smash with Sluggers, I really want co-op, but like 2v2 online.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like. Yeah, even if it's just like for batter stance.
They can do it, right? It's like Mario's Supercharge had 2v2 and there's 4 people on the team. So it's like...
Well, you have to consider positions, right? Like, for baseball.
Right.
I think realistically it could be like one player controls outfield, one player controls infield.
Right.
And then
batting is just like take turns.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Take turns or like... Actually, what they could do is like player 1, you have a chance to steal. Like, you could try stealing. Player 2 is bat, and then like alternate, you know.
That's cool.
That's like that. That'd be like the best way to do it. But yeah, that's. Oh god, I wish you didn't bring that up. No,
that's the dream.
That's the boogie. That's the boogie. Okay. But yeah, that's our Switch 2 hopes and dreams and
want and needs.
Yeah, wants and needs.
Tell us what you want in the comments below.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Nintendo. There are no wrong answers. So
except for Wind Waker HD being a bad remake. That's
actually a bad take. Yeah. But like, if you want a remake, if you want an old game, like I want Geist remade from the GameCube, which is a game like nobody's ever played.
Right.
What do you want? You want like Golden Sun remake?
I never played Golden Sun.
What's that one game?
Shining Soul 2.
Shining Soul.
Yeah, I want Shining Soul 2. I want a remake.
Those are like never ever gonna happen. Keep dreaming.
I'm probably gonna switch on. Well, Golden Axe came to Switch Online.
Golden Sun.
Yeah. Golden Sun. Yeah, but Shining Soul 2. If that comes to Switch, please. With online, I do want to play that online co-op. God, I just. Man, now I just want Mario Baseball.
Let us know what you want down in the comments below.
Let us know, please. Tell us your like dream lineup or whatever. Tell us everything you want for your Switch 2. But other than that, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.